Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, smash big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. And today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Today I'm going to be making a eyebrow pomade, like eyebrow gel thing. You know what I mean. And we're going to test it to see if it works and try it out. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. So first things, things you need is something to mix with. So I'm going to be using a end of a pencil, a pot to put your product in afterwards. I'm just going to be using this little tub here, some Vaseline, or so it's petroleum jelly. I don't know how you say it. And some eyeshadows or eyebrow products. So you need a powder, so I'm going to be using this and a dark shade, and I'm going to be mixing them together. So these are the things you will need. So first of all, and also you need a angled brush like this. So first of all, you need to take your eyeshadows or eyebrow products you need. You're going to scrape them out and put them into the pot. So, just going to scrape them out. That's actually really satisfying, scraping them. And so, it's going to be like this. You don't need loads, it just depends on how much product you want to make. And then just tip it into your pot. And then you can use any colour you want. So it doesn't have, I'm using brown because my hair's brown, but you don't have to have a colour. You could do red, green, blue. It just depends on what colour you want your eyebrows to be. So you can do this for any occasion you want. So just put your product, your eyeshadow into your pot. So this is what it's going to look like so far. So it's in your pot or container, whatever you're going to use. You can easily add more eyeshadow into it afterwards. So then you're going to take some of this. So you want to open up your Vaseline. So then it's like this. This might be quite waxy after the finished result, because this is kind of a DIY making it, but also I don't really know how it's going to turn out. You want to just get about this much at a time and put it onto the edge of your pot. That's probably actually a bit too much, so just scrape it back into the Vaseline pot, because you want to add a tiny bit at a time, because you don't want to add too much so it's too runny and sticky. But then if it goes like that, just add more eyeshadow to it. Then this is what it's going to look like, and then you just want to mix it in with the eyeshadow, and then keep scraping it onto the side of the pot to get it off, and then mixing it again. This may take a while and it might be a bit messy, so make sure you have a flat surface. And that's why I'm just using this box to do it on. So as you can see, it's very sticky at the moment, but I think we need more of each thing in it. So also, if you need a lot to make a whole pot full. This will definitely not make a whole pot full. You'll probably need a whole pot of eyeshadow if you wanted to do that. So I'm just going to scrape it onto the side of the pot and show you so far. So this is what it's like so far. So I'm going to add a bit more eyeshadow to it and a bit more Vaseline to it and see how that goes. So I'm just going to scrape some more eyeshadow into it. Don't worry if this doesn't work first time. Just keep trying and see how it goes. So I'm then going to take a bit of the Vaseline, pop that in. I'm only adding a tiny bit this time because I don't want to add too much to it. You need to mix it very carefully so it doesn't overspill. So it's probably easier to do it in a big container and then transfer it into a small one after you're finished. So just keep on mixing and adding more of each product. So if it's too powdery, add more Vaseline. If it's too runny, add more eyeshadow until you get the perfect consistency for your eyebrow pomade. So yeah, you just want to keep mixing it and adding more of each product until what you desire. So this is what it looks like so far. So it's going to be, as I said before, it's very messy because yeah, it just is. But this is the consistency of mine, how I'm going to have it. I don't know if you can see that at all, but it looks like the Anastasia dip brow. So so this is how I'm going to leave it, and I'm gonna test it for you. Now I'm gonna test it on one of them, and then yeah. So this is like my mess. It's not too bad, and then this is my product. I transferred it from the pot onto the lid of the pot, so it's easier to see. So, I don't know if you can actually tell the difference, but this has no product on. This just has a tiny bit of powder eyebrow stuff, you know. And yeah, sorry about the mess in the background right now. So yeah, this just has powder on. I haven't put very much on, and this has none on. You can probably tell the difference if I go like this. But yeah, and if you haven't noticed already, I have a spot, just excuse that. So I'm going to be taking this angled brush. It's not a great one, to be honest with you, but I'm going to use it to start another one. So I'm going to get my product I just made, and I'm going to dip it in. I don't want to take too much because I don't know. I've never made this before, by the way. This is the first time I've ever made it, but I've seen people make it, so I thought I'd test it out in a video. It's a bit too much. I don't really know how much to put on, but oh gosh, it's probably going to be quite waxy because obviously it's Vaseline, but yeah, you do not need a lot. I can see why. You probably can see as well. You can feel it's not the greatest feeling once you're applying it. Oh my god, I think this is actually too dark, but yeah, I have put too much on. So yeah, you can feel it's waxy as you're applying it, but I'm kind of I'm going to try and take the product off the brush, and then what I've already got on, try and spread it, because I don't need no more product on it. I have nothing to wash it with. I have this tissue here. So I'm just going to take it off the brush as best as I can, and I'm going to kind of, oh, it's gone everywhere. This can be my swatch. This is my swatch. But I'm going to kind of spread it across. If it works, I'm not too sure because the difference right now. I don't know, I might... It might just be too dark for me. It's actually, if it weren't so dark, it's actually quite good. If you don't like wanted to fill your eyebrows in like properly. But I think it's because it's really dark and I've applied too much. I need to try and get some off, so I'm going to use my concealer to try and neaten it up, and then I'll spread it out more. Right, so I've kind of neatened it up a bit. It looks better now, but so I'm going to take my brush again and just spread it. So yeah, actually, as I was saying, like when you're making it, you don't make that much. You don't need a lot. So it's not too bad because you don't need a lot. It probably just looks really dark because my other one's lighter. But if I probably made them same, it'll probably be alright. But I'm not too sure it's the right colour. But in the camera it's showing up darker than it actually is, so I'm not too sure. I'm going to fill them both in and see if it looks better or if them both the same. So I don't think it's really working. Also the lighting's not too great, so I'm probably going to go over to the window and show you, because it might be better that way. Yeah, bad angle, but you can really see my spot in this angle. But this is what they look like. They're not actually as bad as I thought, but if my hair was like my natural hair, it would be alright, but considering I have now blonde, it's probably too dark. But my natural hair, it would be fine for. This is my natural hair, this isn't. So, I don't know, I think it's actually alright. It definitely works. I say that. So if you wanted to make your own pomade, which you don't want to buy one or whatever, I would definitely say do this. Obviously they need neatening up and everything because, yeah, it's just not great. But yeah, it worked, and I think this could be the new Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow pomade thing. Yeah, so it actually is alright. So I'm just gonna show you. As you can see, it's not too bad apart from little moisture hairs here. But yeah, they're not actually as bad as I thought it would be. I just need to neaten them up and I think it'll be alright. All I would say is it's a tiny bit waxy, but not a lot. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to do any other DIY makeup video things, let me know, and smash a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. See you next time in a video. Bye.